Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 768, and today's topic is medicinal importance of terpene alkaloids, and specifically it is diterpene, and that diterpene alkaloid is called aconite, aconitine. So aconitine is the alkaloid, and it is commonly called aconite nap because aconite is a plant, and from that plant this aconitine alkaloid, that is terpene alkaloid, is isolated. And this terpene alkaloid, we have sesquiterpene alkaloid, we have monoterpene alkaloid, and mainly I will be discussing the diterpene alkaloid, that is aconitine. And this aconite word is very popular, like aconite nap, homeopathic drug. And this homeopathic drug is nothing but aconitine alkaloid in it, and globally it is the most powerful drug of homeopathy, and aconite is given in the name of aconite nap. Actually Aconitum naphthalus lin is the botanical name of this plant. And not only that, this plant is having a lot of names like blue rocket and queen of poison and wolf bane, tiger bane. So many names are there because of its poisonous property. And it is also known as queen of poison. And this is so poisonous that even very small few drop, maybe 2-3 cubic centimeter, is enough to kill, because it will directly seize your respiratory system. So in homeopathic system of medicine globally, it is used for any chronic condition of your health. If suppose somebody is mentally disturbed, he is violent, he is aggressive, he is having anxiety, then aconite is given. When somebody is totally depressed, sweating, confused, aconite is given. Somebody is having serious chronic respiratory disorder, aconite is given. And also if somebody is having serious gastric or digestive problem, aconite nap is given. And actually this is poison, serious poison. So what I understand, that the basic principle of homeopathy is on dilution. So maybe at ppm level it is diluted. That's why it is effective. Otherwise it can kill the people. So toxic and highly poisonous. So here all structures I have given the terpene alkaloids. These terpene alkaloids, first one is aconitine. Aconitine is alkaloid which is isolated from the plant aconite, and that aconite botanical name is Aconitum naphthalus lin, and which belongs to family Ranunculaceae. So from Ranunculaceae family, Aconitum naphthalum is there, and it is having more than 400 or up to 500 species. But this one is the most important one from medicinal point of view. And aconite is diterpene. We have monoterpene, and that is beta scathantine, and then sesquiterpene, that is dendrobine. And sesquiterpene means it is having 3 isoprene unit, and this monoterpene, it is having 2 isoprene units. And since they are made up of isoprene units, that is called terpene, that's why they are known as terpene alkaloids. And out of these terpene alkaloids, there are a lot of terpene alkaloids present in it, but the most important one is, which is very poisonous. This even it is used for those tribal people to use for that is arrow poison. They will put on the tip, and once they are shooting, once it is touching to any animal, injury means that animal will be killed. So it is so poisonous. So the most important one from that type from diterpene is your that is aconitine, and the formula is C34 H47 NO11. And here I have given there are 3 more structures possible. They are there because to draw these structures it would have been lot of space needed. So what I have done, I have given R1, R2, R3 means they are here. This is your R, this is your R1, and then this is your R2, and this is your R3. So if it is aconine, aconine means where R is C2H5, one C2H5 is here, and R1 is OH, here it is OH, and R2 is H, R3 is H, then it is called aconine. And second one is benzoyl aconine. Benzoyl aconine means if there is C2H5 at the position R, here it is C2H5, R1 is OH, and R2 is COC6H5. So here, if it is C6H5 is there, that's why it is benzoyl aconine, and R3 will be H. Number 3, that is aconitine. So aconitine is already here. I have already given when at R. Once you have C2H5 here, and then R1 is OH, and R2 is COC6H5, and R3 is that is COCH3. So these are all the structures of terpene alkaloids, and this one is the most poisonous one, and it is well known, and they are called terpene alkaloid because the isoprene units are there. That is, one is sesquiterpene, one is monoterpene, one is diterpene alkaloids. So the medicinal properties of terpene alkaloid, and that is aconitine is diterpene alkaloid. Number 1, aconite consists. Aconite is a plant, and it consists of the dry tuberous root. Actually, the root is in the form of tuber. That is the main plant portion, and that is very rich in terpene. That is diterpene alkaloid, known as aconitine. Wild, it is either they are getting from wild sources or it is cultivated plant. Many species of plants of this family contains cardioglycosides, mean those glycosides which are effective to your heart muscles, and also it contains saponins. Saponins means soap-like which gives leather. That is also present in this plant, that is aconite, and it is climbing plant found in India. Aconite plant is herb. There are about 500 species of aconite plants, and there are several names for the plant. And these names are devil's helmet, queen of poison, blue rocket, owl's bane, monk's hood, mouse bane, leopard's bane. So these are all very common name for aconite plant, and it is because of its very poisonous alkaloid, that is aconitine. And number 2, aconite contains 0.5 to 1.5% alkaloids, and the alkaloids are the derivatives of the amino alcohols and are pentacyclic dipentene. In literature, monoterpene alkaloid is there, and the name is iscathethene. The second one is sesquiterpene alkaloid, and that is called dendrobine. And the third one, that is diterpene alkaloid, and that is called aconitine. And this aconitine terpene alkaloid is the most important out of all these terpene alkaloids because of its toxicity and poisonous effect are reported. The diterpene alkaloid, that is aconitine, will be discussed here because of its great toxicity to human subjects and its presence in Aconitum. That is, Aconitum nap is the plant botanical name, and the plant root being mentioned. Aconitine is one of the most poisonous plant alkaloid, and 2 to 3 milligram can lead to death due to respiratory failure. So number 3 is actually the toxicity of aconitine alkaloid, which is isolated from aconite plant, can be reduced when it is subjected to hydrolysis. And after hydrolysis, what product we are getting? They are less poisonous and less toxic. So number 3 is on the hydrolysis of aconitine, we obtain benzoyl, aconine and acetic acid. And when benzoyl aconine is subjected to further hydrolysis, then we get aconine and benzoic acid. So reaction is given. First, aconitine, which is highly poisonous, and when it is hydrolyzed, we will get benzoyl aconine. So this benzoyl aconine is less toxic as compared to aconitine. And again, when benzoyl aconine is subjected to further hydrolysis, then we will get aconine. So this aconine is the least toxic. So this one is medium class, this one is very toxic, and this one is least toxic. So with hydrolysis, we can reduce the poisonous effect or toxicity of the aconitine alkaloid. The toxicity of the alkaloid aconitine decreases with hydrolysis. The aconitine is maximum toxic, benzoyl aconine is medium, and aconine is least toxic. Number 4. It is used externally, actually for allopathic treatment. This very poisonous, we call it queen of poison, that is aconitine, is used externally. It is very dangerous, very risky to give orally, but in homeopathic preparation, it is the most important preparation. That is, they call it aconite nap, in the form of liquid drop is there, and 1-2 drop is there, and it is possible there because they dilute it up to ppm level, part per million. So the toxicity is drastically reduced in the case of homeopathy, but here in allopathy is only externally used, and that is used externally in rheumatism. That is, rheumatism means rheumatoid arthritis pain, and in inflammation, if somebody is having inflammation, it is given. And the tincture aconite is used as an antipyretic drug in small quantity. Aconite is depressant to the heart, and because of that it is very poisonous, and because of this we may get heart failure. And in higher doses it causes first burning and tinged sensation of the entire body, and which becomes intolerable, and pulse becomes low, and death occurs due to the respiratory failure. This is the toxicity and poisonous effect of aconitine alkaloid. In homeopathic formulation, it is given to treat sudden violent condition mentally. If somebody is violent, then anxiety, restlessness, feeling thirsty, sharp stomach pain, stomach gas, chronic condition, I mean that is gastrointestinal condition, a respiratory problem, and dry cough means we call it sukhi khasi, and also sudden fatigue, maybe fever, and pinching pain. So in homeopathic system, aconite nab is the most important, well-known drug and for all chronic treatment. So with this your chapter on terpene alkaloid is over, and next alkaloid I will be discussing steroidal alkaloid. They are all very interesting, and many of the students in pharmacy and chemistry don't understand. They know alkaloid means whether it will be terpenoidal alkaloid or steroidal alkaloid, because this nitrogen can be the part of any nucleus, and it is alkaloid. Pyridine nucleus means when nitrogen is the part of aromatic system, and that nucleus is there in any of these steroidal or terpenoidal or other saponin nucleus, it will be alkaloid. So this alkaloid chapter is very interesting and very important from medicinal point of view, and I love to see that most of the chemistry and pharmacy students should thoroughly go through this chapter, because it has lot of impact on our human life, economy, politics, everything. So with this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.